All right, boys. Anyways,
All right.
we got a good song for everybody today. Everybody likes the game. If you don't, then you're lame. If you don't game, then you're lame, and you're not my friend, bitch. That's actually a good song, but I rhymed game with lame twice, so that's pretty good.
You're a modern day hip hop artist.
Yeah.
About as good as any of them out there now. Howdy, boys and girls. Welcome back to Sweaty Plebs podcast. And this week we are going over the Xbox showcase that happened, and that's it. And then some other stuff. We'll talk about some games we're playing right now.
Yeah.
So let's go over things. Well, actually, before we get to games, we got to get to drinks.
Ooh.
I like that you almost always forget.
Yeah,
but always catch yourself.
Yeah. We're a very formulaic podcast. Start off with a bad song, forgetting about the drink section.
All right.
Then going into news.
Well, what do we call this segment? Dylan's.
I forget what we call it. We should probably take notes of this. We call it the drink corner. That's the best name I could think of. Yeah. Well, drink corner is not alliteration.
I know, that's what I said. Make it one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was. Anyways, we're still working on the name, but I have some Prozac.
Oh,
probably reverse. It's not really Prozac. It's called Professional Zach. Yeah, and it's from Bike Dog Brewing in Sacramento. A good brewery, high quality. I actually had another beer for this, but I drank it yesterday. So, although I saved the can, but maybe I'll just get it for next time.
Yeah, you can keep that one in the back pocket.
Yeah, it was a very exciting beer. The other one. This one also exciting.
What kind of beer is it?
It's going to be a good one, but it's rough. That is 69% alcohol, and by 69 I mean 6.9.
Kind of figured number.
As much. Nice.
The sex number?
Yeah. Well, 6.9 is the sex number for smaller people, because it's smaller. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I have from Cellarwest Artisanal Ales, the Blotter Pale Ale.
Ooh.
No, look at that
turtle on there. Yeah,
I like that.
That's cute.
That's why I got it.
That is adorable. Right on. And how is it?
It's a nice little crisp pale ale.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's good summer beer.
Hint of turtle?
Just a hint.
Okay, good.
Today,
I just put a little bit of shell in there.
Ooh. I have Cafe Agave Spiked Cold Brew.
Oh. Wait, don't you work tomorrow morning?
12.5% alcohol.
Oh.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Jeez.
I told you I got a drink.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is a drink. That is a impressive drink. Very impressive.
Yeah, you'll be okay. It's not as big as your other cans.
What's it spiked with?
Oh. It is a potent spike. Wow.
Potentially too potent.
Yeah, this might fuck me up. Grape wine.
Shotgun it.
Grape wine?
Yeah, grape wine.
Isn't grape wine just regular wine?
I don't know. I don't drink wine.
That feels like a weird thing to spike it with.
Yeah.
It's got
maybe it's just like not as flavorful. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, grape wine.
I was expecting vodka.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you enjoy it?
I'll never do it again.
Yeah,
I'll never do it again.
Chug it.
Oh, I'm not chugging it.
Oh, okay. Well, don't drink it until the end, and then chug it at the end, and we'll see what happens.
Ooh, I feel warm.
Ooh, getting hot, getting toasty. If you want to do a weather update, it's fucking pretty cold over here, and by pretty cold I mean it's been like 50 all week, which is weird for summer.
Yeah, it's a little chilly up here too.
Yeah, weird.
And,
it's hot here, so that sounds nice.
It's getting hot in here.
It's one of my favorite songs.
You can't nail it anymore. He did some weird stuff.
Did he?
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, you should watch the video. It's pretty weird.
Oh.
It's not like...
Not like go to jail weird?
No, just socially very weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just really judge that person.
Yeah.
Weird.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We won't get too far into it.
All right.
Anyways,
Games.
let's switch to Nelly podcast.
Yeah. Let's get games. All right. What do you guys? I know both of you guys are playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
How's it?
I broke my. I only was buying physical copies of PlayStation games because I didn't want to sign up for another account. I made a PlayStation account and downloaded it this week just because I couldn't find it online super accessible. That would arrive in I say super accessible. I could have ordered it and would have arrived in a week, but I wanted it in a day or two because that's how I am. It's fucking sick. I have not gotten very far, but it's one of the more fun games I've played this year for sure.
Yeah, especially for open world, right?
I love the look of it. The one thing I don't like is I always forget that the PlayStation controller makes noise. I don't really like that it makes the wind noise all the time.
Oh, the console itself is loud?
No, your controller.
The controller.
The actual controller makes a whooshing noise because there's no
I love it.
There's no waypoint
map
system.
Yeah.
There's a map. And the wind guides you. Yeah, there's no mini map. So you're only guided by the wind, and you're always swiping the little pad to make the wind go, and it's just whoosh.
Can't you turn the audio off?
Yeah, probably.
I want to
you
say
actually easily can, but
yeah,
I like it, so I'm not going to tell him how to do it.
Yeah,
I haven't looked into it very much.
Yeah,
obviously,
it's great. At its core, it's just a regular open world game, but it keeps it fresh still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoy the battles. They seem tough but fair, I'll say. Maybe not even tough. I might just suck. I forget the buttons a lot. I'm so bad at the bamboo slicing or whatever.
Oh, it's the best.
Just because I never play with that controller, and I was like, this is so basic. Just press the buttons in a row, and I'm like, fuck, which button is which again? So I'm not very good at those. I'll admit. I like it. So far I give it a strong 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Probably could be higher.
Nice.
Depending on how much further I get into it and rank up and stuff.
Sweet.
You'll get it. You get kind of, I wouldn't say overpowered, but it does get extremely easy to kill people later on.
Yeah, it's still easy now, but it's just I fought my first guy with the big hammer or whatever. And I just didn't know what to do immediately, and he just smashed me into the ground. So it's good. It's a great game.
It's great.
Faulkner, you'll play it someday, I'm certain.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting a PS5 and playing it on the PS5, to be honest.
I highly recommend it. This and God of War have been my favorite PlayStation games. I still haven't played a lot of them, but I super recommend them both.
Yep. Yep.
PlayStation exclusives, top tier.
Yay.
Yes, they are.
Haven't played a bad one.
Cool.
Horizon Zero Dawn is bad.
No, it's not, but it's fine.
It's bad.
I'll probably get that on PC, actually. I'll probably pick it up on PC.
You should. It's kind of the same thing where it's just an open world game. It's not really a fresh take on how it does things, but it does everything.
It just executes it well.
Standard perfectly.
Yeah.
The setting is extremely cool. I just wish it was more than just one of those.
Yeah, right there with you. Combat was super tight.
Cool.
Yes.
Anything else?
What have you played, Faulkner?
I've been still on this weird play a little bit of this, play a little bit of that. So Carrion came out. We all tried Carrion, I assume.
Yes, we all played it and talked to each other while we were playing it.
It's fine. I haven't gotten super deep. I got a couple of upgrades and stuff. I played a little bit a couple days ago. I think it's one of those games I'd rather have on my Switch and play while I have a TV show on game.
Yeah, I like it, but it's not quite what I hope for, and I guess I'll call it a Metroidvania just because that's what it mostly feels like. But
I did get
it just
lost
feels
for
a
20
little
minutes.
simple so far. In terms of like, getting power ups and whatnot, and like going back and like getting stuff. With that said, I've only played like an hour of it. Total.
I think there's like these moments where you go into like a human, right? You're a human and you're walking around and doing stuff, and like that. I hate it. Get rid of it. It's just like Assassin's Creed where you have to get out of the animus, right? It's just jarring, and like I don't care about this, and it's not a game I'm playing for like that level of story.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree. That's why I kind of don't like Assassin's Creed games, just in general.
But yeah, so Carrion's
that idea
fine.
kind of it seems like cool in concept, cool in the idea to make it like the thing, terrible in everything gameplay wise.
Yeah, I kind of like some of the controls, like moving around. I thought was going to be much harder. I like how like simple moving around is.
It feels nice.
But like some of like the eating people stuff is not as easy as it should be. That's all I can really think of right now.
No map seems to hurt the game a little bit too.
Yeah.
Not
having a
super
map
distinct looking from area to area.
Dude, I literally like got lost for 20 minutes trying to find like the next section.
It seems so linear though.
Well, I unlocked this ability, the shoulder charge ability, and it takes you so far, and then I don't know how I missed. Like, I had to like do one more thing, and I just could not find it. I like back and forth, and I had to backtrack and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I finally found it, and now I'm like, ugh, I found it. And I was like, where's the next save point? I need to lay my biomass down.
I think if they made a Carrion 2 with some improvements, I would be interested in it. I'll probably still beat this, but I wouldn't buy it on Switch just because I don't like it that much.
Sure.
Especially with how short it is.
Yeah.
Is it a short game?
Supposedly.
In like 4.5 hours.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'd just power through it then.
Yeah.
Carrion?
All right.
What else have I been playing?
We played a little Dig Dug, aka Dwarf, aka I'm blanking on the real name again.
Yep, we'll get there.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic, yes. We played a little bit of that. We played a round or two of Rocket League. We played Halo 4. We've been playing the Halo 4.
Yeah, we've been playing through the campaign.
Yeah.
Dylan does not like it.
There are moments of good and there are moments of bad.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I think I lean more towards the campaign. It actually looks pretty good. It was a 360 game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't find the what are they called? Forerunners all that fun to fight. Like I think the Flood are more interesting, and I think the like brutes are more interesting.
Yeah.
Like as like add-on characters. But
they just kind of strike me as generic sci-fi guys.
Yeah, I mean they look
making bright
cool.
and shiny. Yeah.
We'll give you a full update because I think we're probably going to beat that in the next couple days.
Yeah, we'll probably beat it this week. Yeah. I've been playing Journey of the Savage Planet. It's great. I think you guys should play it. I think it's fun. I really like it. It's like a platformer, Metroidvania. It's actually really fun. The deeper I go into it, the more I enjoy it. Like just the puzzle mechanics and like unlocking abilities and going back and.
It's got like that weird humor thing though, right?
Yeah, it's got very weird humor. It's very similar to Outer Worlds type humor.
Yeah,
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2 type humor. More cheeky. Like it's fun. I really enjoy that humor. So
yeah. Love the sass.
Yeah.
Live for the sass.
And then World War Z. I've been playing World War Z. That's the other one. I really enjoy that.
Brad Pitt?
No Brad Pitt. That would be amazing because I would totally be Brad Pitt.
We all would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been really enjoying that. Has an interesting progression model in the co-op campaign. It's not too bad.
Speaking of zombie movies, I watched I Am Legend yesterday.
It's great.
It's wonderful.
You enjoy it?
It's a great movie.
It's one of the best movies of all time. Not really, but
strong words, but yeah.
One of the most enjoyable movies of all time. All right, let's start carving up the big steak.
All right, so we had the event this week. This is their showcase. It's supposed to be the showcase of first-party titles. Essentially, it was more than that, right? It had first-party, kind of like second-party studios and some third-party studios there.
A little bit. Mostly first-party.
Yeah.
Or not first-party, but Microsoft-owned.
Microsoft-owned or console exclusives, essentially. Yeah. So any third-party stuff was going to be a console exclusive. Do you just want to go through the games first and then give your hot take, or you want to do your hot take and then go through it a little bit?
What's my hot take?
It's a hot take.
A hot take.
I have a hot take? Oh, I mean, I don't think it was that great overall. Is that if that's my hot take? I'm pretty interested in a lot of this stuff, but I think they could have done better. I couldn't compare it to anything else because I don't remember anything from the Sony one. Like there are games I'm extremely excited about, but there are some pretty worrying things also, I would say.
Okay.
But we should talk about those as we come across them.
Sure.
Game-wise.
What about Aiden, your initial impressions?
Kind of remind me of the same thing of the Sony thing, but instead of looking like classic Sony exclusives, they look like classic Xbox ones.
Sure.
It's like that kind of more cartoony look, more like just like a kid's game, but not really. I don't know how to explain that point really well. Yeah, kind of like it. It looks like animated toys, which I love the look of, but it's very different from Sony's.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, there's some things I'm interested in. There's some massive news things that some people have been waiting a while for, but overall, I play Xbox more so for the community than the exclusives they have. So
sure,
yeah,
that's the same here. I think overall it's solid. Like I give it a B, maybe B plus.
I think that's fair. Yeah,
I feel like this wasn't. I think the expectation for at least. It's almost kind of like a paradigm shift of how they're doing showcases. So before, especially with consoles, like I don't think Xbox cares about like the console war anymore. And I think this showcase is an example of that. Right? Because there's nothing on here that's like system, like what they would call a system seller in the traditional sense, right?
Right. The only one would be Halo Infinite.
Yeah. But to me, this showcase was about, hey, this is what's going on GamePass. This is essentially what we're moving towards. We don't care about really selling consoles on that day. We're more about like, let's just get people in the system. And then here is our essentially roadmap of what to expect on that subscription plan. And that's why you're going to see a huge variety of games that they have, because there is a huge variety of different types of genres.
Yeah, I agree with that. It seemed less about really showing off the games and showing off the ecosystem as a whole, I would say.
And
like, everything on here is Game Pass, right?
Everything is 100% Game Pass.
Yeah, which is enough of a reason to get into the Xbox ecosystem, because this is, no matter what you think about the games, like for the price of Game Pass and the price of, I mean, a current Xbox, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
They didn't announce the price, right? Unless I totally missed it.
Nope. No price. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't even, it's not even a hardware like showcase. Right?
Well, yeah, you could fucking say that about every single one of the things they showed. Nothing looked
except Turismo.
Great.
Or not
Turismo.
Turismo? Forza.
Yeah. I mean, but that always looks great.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my... Yeah. They've always used racing games as technical showcases for consoles, right?
Maybe they should have done that with other games.
So let's get through it. Let's go. Let's talk about the big one, Halo. What do you guys think about Halo? What are your impressions of Halo? I'll have it playing in the background.
I thought it looked like a lot of fun. I'm absolutely going to play it day one. I'm very excited for it. It didn't look great. especially those brutes. The brutes look real bad. A lot of the other stuff I could not pay attention to as much, but it does not look next gen at all. It doesn't even look good for this current generation, I would say. Which maybe it is an older build. It probably is.
They've already stated it's an older build.
Yeah, but it just
it
seems weird that
yeah,
this is the first thing that you show.
I agree.
For real.
Yeah.
And it looks so much worse than all of the other videos that they've shown, as far as I can remember.
Well, they played another trailer they just launched it on their YouTube channel, and it has updated assets.
Yeah,
like the lighting's updated, the textures are updated, and everything. Like if you compared them, I'm not that worried, to be honest.
I'm still gonna play.
Yeah.
A ton of it. It just
honestly, I didn't notice, me personally, and it's probably more my fanboy part of it. I didn't notice the graphical issues until people started pointing them out.
Yeah, when I first was watching the video, I was like, this looks fine. There were parts of it where I was like, that looks a little weird, like a little flat. Mainly like looking at guns, and the brutes and like armor. But I was like, that totally looks fine. Like I'm gonna play that and enjoy the shit out of it. But it's baffling, It's like this is the thing that people have been waiting 5 years for.
Mm-hmm. They built a brand new engine.
When did they announce it?
Right. I mean, we knew it was going to happen right when 5 was done, right? Yeah, it was about 5 years because they built the new engine from scratch, right? So,
it's just wild to me still that it seems like some of these issues are the same things that 343 had in the past, and they're just still there. Like, didn't Halo 5 have some weird, like, super flat-looking textures and just lighting right when it came out?
The beta was bad.
The beta had texture issues, and then they fixed that. Lighting issues. So that's why I'm not...
MCC had massive issues. Halo 4 just... 343 has just never fully sold me on it. They're fun games usually, but they're not...
great looking.
What I wanted.
Yeah.
Even great looking, it's just not exactly what I've wanted from them.
Yeah.
I mean, this little, teaser that they showed did look pretty fun. Like,
like game, like
the map. Like even if it's not like super open world, and it's just like, hey, this level you have like open area. Like that looks cool, and you can just go and do it.
It's honestly what I'd want from it.
Yeah. And I think that's probably why I didn't even notice it, because I was like, oh, look what we can do. Look what you're doing there. There's an open world, right? Look at these new weapons. Look at some of the new mechanics and stuff like that.
Yeah, everything about like the actual gameplay looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not worried about it. It's just, like I said, an interesting thing. I will say that shield regeneration animation fucking sucks.
Actually, it didn't bother me. I've seen other people complain about it. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah. If it was like more on the edges, I think it would be fine, or not as bright. Like it doesn't really ruin anything, but it just seems to take up a lot of the screen when I wouldn't want it to.
I could see that.
I like the look of this gun.
Yeah,
looks pretty fun. I do wonder with this kind of thing. I was like, obviously they want to show off all of this stuff. Like, how many different of this specific like route to like try to get everything perfect?
I don't know. Who knows? Because like in the other trailer they put up that scene right there, and the guy did something different than what happened in this trailer.
Ooh.
He threw the fusion coil at both of them and killed them instead of doing what he did in this one.
Doesn't that just happen later?
They do it again, but that's what happened in that scene. It was he took a different.
Okay.
Did different stuff.
Reminds me of Uncharted 4 in that way, or at least what I'm hoping for is just linear missions, but open-ended ways of going through them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when he opened up the map and you go to the waypoints, it says start mission as a button press for it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know it's probably not like that, but
yeah. So I don't know.
I feel like that would give them the good mix of feeling open-ended, but also just giving you that story-driven kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think fixing the lighting and texturing is very doable between now and November.
Yeah. I mean,
Unless
they
they
just
really
have to
fuck
do
something
it.
up, they'll be fine.
Yeah. So I'm not overly concerned. Digital Foundry already did a video over this and talked about it. It's very interesting. It's essentially a lot of the lighting is the issue.
Yeah.
And the time of day lighting, because it always puts you in the shadows and it actually makes textures look flat because of the lighting. And he goes over examples. And also the lighting engines they're using, right? Because if they're using ray tracing, everything changes also. Which Series X supports has hardware ray tracing. So
yeah, but
if
show that.
We don't know if the engine's going to be able to do that, but I would assume they're going to do that.
Implement it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I definitely understand people's complaints. I'm still pretty excited. Yeah, like Dylan was saying, like it's not going to stop me from playing it.
No, I'm
right.
This is by far the most excited I was about a game.
Yeah.
During this press conference, I'm absolutely going to play this a crazy amount.
Yeah.
Especially like they haven't even shown the multiplayer yet. I guess I can't say I'm going to play it a crazy amount because
they have to nail
multiplayer's
multiplayer.
Not good.
They have to nail it. So
yeah,
based on just the way the character movements and stuff in this shows me they're going to go back to more of a original trilogy type of movement. I mean, there's still sprint, but they're not going to rely heavily on the Spartan skills or whatever in Halo 5.
It looks like that's been replaced with the grapple hook, and I assume you'll probably be able to get like other tools like a shield or something.
Yeah, like Halo 3 probably. Yeah. Right, use the skill pickups or equipment pickups.
Mm-hmm. And even if that's like
Halo is just like a super solid arena shooter with an actual budget.
So, that's Halo. Apparently, Halo Infinite is supposed to be the platform for the next 10 years.
That's probably a mistake, but we'll see. Depends on what they plan on.
They do massive overhauls. That's not.
I think they're going to do like episodic type releases.
It's going to become Destiny.
In a way, yeah. Because they're trying to figure out like ways to make it scalable and right. How long is the Xbox One hardware lasted? 7 years. So
about, I think.
Yeah. And
also, like, unless they do graphical overhauls, that's not like if you've gone back and like looked at videos of Rise.
I have
the Gladiator game.
Yeah, which what like everyone was freaking out like, oh my god, this looks so good at launch. It looks okay.
Yeah, but
like it's still like a technical piece, and like if this is what they're launching with at the end of the generation, people have actually like squeezed these consoles for everything they're worth.
I'm sure
you don't want like
really
your main
this one.
I mean, Xbox wise, I would say no.
Yeah.
PlayStation wise,
PlayStation's done a much better job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. So that's it's Halo Infinite. It got me excited for it.
Yeah. Overall, I'm excited. Yeah. Like I enjoyed that video. I just wish it looked better, but I realize it's not the end of the world, even if it doesn't.
Smooth.
Yeah, as long as it plays smooth, that's by far the most important thing.
They said it's going to be 60 frames per second. So,
love to hear it.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get into Obsidian. Obsidian actually had a lot of stuff at this one, which is pretty cool. Let's talk about the most recent one that's coming out. It's going to be Grounded. Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty excited about this. I've got it already preloaded. I assume this is going to be our next, hopefully, big thing.
I think so too. This trailer got me more hyped.
Yeah.
All I want is just Rust, but not shitty.
I want to kill bugs. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah. This is our next Dig Dug.
Yeah. It just looks kind of fun. Like it looks like a little more
Just a relax.
persistent, I guess. Like if we make like a cool base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this game.
Surprisingly.
With that said, you don't really see much of how it actually plays.
No.
Which
got a
I guess
pretty
we'll find
strong
out next
feeling
week.
It's gonna be like a standard survival game, but hopefully not as much jank.
Sure.
I mean, it's
cute.
I'll invest time no matter what.
Yeah, it's cute.
I played worse games than this.
DayZ. We can go back to DayZ.
DayZ, Rust. Luckily, I never played Ark, but I watched videos, and that was even already too much to know about the game.
Yeah, so it looks great. Comes out 28th, which is this coming week. So we will play and report on it.
Just 3 days, actually.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this game. Like, super excited. I'm actually, I don't know how big it's going to be on my Xbox. I'm at like 97%.
I think it was pretty small, if I want to remember. It was only like under 10 gigs.
Yeah.
Just think about how small you are in the game, Faulkner.
Yeah.
How big can it be?
Fair enough. Then Obsidian announced their first of 2 DLCs coming out for Outer Worlds. It's about 6 to 10 hours. It's integrated into the existing campaign, so it's not like a side thing that you have to like do after the fact. It's like built in. You can just go do it as you would do through a playthrough. That's September 9th. Coming to GamePass. Everyone gets access to it.
Meh.
Probably not going to do it, even though I really enjoyed Outer Worlds a lot. It's one of my favorite games.
I barely got off the first planet.
Oh, really? Yeah, I beat it pretty quickly.
It was okay. There wasn't enough variety. I don't want to get into another one of those type of games, really.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was basically the start of what I wanted, and then it just never fully realized what I was hoping for, which it's fine.
I enjoyed the first world a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of burnt myself out on that first world. I was just like, all right, I feel like I've kind of experienced everything that I would want in this game.
Okay. Fair enough. And then they announced their Elder Scrolls title.
Yeah, so I know I just shat on that kind of game, but I'm actually excited about this one. I think they'll do probably a better job with this than that, because I just would prefer a more, I guess, serious.
Yeah, because you don't like the humor in Outer Worlds that much, right?
I just don't find it very...
Yeah.
Humorous games, like I kind of just don't find them...
Funny
a lot of the time.
Funny games funny?
Yeah. Well, I
Just
see
like
it as
things.
Yeah. Trying too hard and just never really hitting the mark, but, I have a not good sense of humor.
I mean, I feel kind of the same way about games that try to be too serious, so it's all how you look at it.
Yeah.
It's usually in the moment of like what's going on with yourself, like what you want out of a game at that time.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with that.
This looks amazing, even though this is all like we don't know if this is actual in-engine, right?
Look like that. Yeah. I thought this was a Lord of the Rings game at first.
Yeah.
I
had some Lord of the Rings
I was
vibes,
like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. But I'm excited either way. Obviously it's too early to get excited because, going back to like the Halo Infinite early stuff,
sure,
that looked insane. So we'll see. Like, I'm assuming it's probably just gonna end up looking more like Outer Worlds, but even like a different setting for Outer Worlds, I probably would have enjoyed it.
Well, remember they made Outer Worlds before they got bought by Microsoft.
That's true. So this is
their
Microsoft
first AAA title,
right?
Yeah. So like Grounded is technically like a pet project. That's what they said. It was a game they like went to Microsoft like, hey, this would be kind of neat, and they're like, yeah, why don't you just get a couple people and go do that? So they actually have a really small team building Grounded. That's like a pet project that they thought would be neat. This is their this is their big AAA project.
Yeah.
And I think
hopefully they're both good, because I'm actually excited for both of these.
I think it's wonderful because I think this specific genre is empty right now.
Yeah, I think it's good for Bethesda to have some actual competition, so they can't just release the same garbage.
Yeah.
But they will.
Worse and worse every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know, but maybe they'll die off finally.
Maybe. So
maybe Skyrim won't be released on 8 different things.
No, it'll keep getting released.
Coming. Yeah, Skyrim's
it's got a
coming
cult
back.
following. Yeah, that's never going to end. Yeah, this is very exciting. I think I saw this and this, I was really hyped.
Yeah, I would put this and Grounded were the 2 things I was most excited for outside of Halo.
Sure. Yeah.
Besides what we're going to talk about next, but it seems like it's so far away.
I would say this next game is probably 2 years.
At least. Yeah. This is a nothing trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Fable games, even though I don't think they've ever been actually excellent.
I love Fable 1.
It's the whimsy.
Fable 2 and 3 I enjoyed.
I think it's the
2
whimsy
I loved,
and the charm.
3 I loved until you got to the actually being the king.
Yeah. I don't know. If they make a good game, this will be awesome.
Yeah.
Just let me get that, find legendary weapons, and if I'm super evil, have horns. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we played Halo, I was a good person, you were an evil person. We used to watch each other play.
Who had more fun, do you think?
Definitely you.
Yeah. Evil's always more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one specifically says it's for the Series X and Windows, no Xbox One.
Yeah. So
this will be next gen. This will be a next gen title, right? I think a lot of people are expecting like these enormous next gen titles at launch, and I don't think
it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're just setting yourself up for bad expectations at that point. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be good.
Also, as a real quick, just weird thing that concerns me, the fact that Peter Monolo is not involved in it. I know I'm not going to be straight up lied to about what's in the game.
Yeah, I think we're.
But not having that person who's in that head, just like trying to be like, hey, what if we just made it so if you married this person, you could watch your children grow up, and then become an NPC in the world.
I think we'll be fine without that. You see it happen with all kinds of other properties. So.
Yeah. I mean, let me phrase that in a more simple way. You don't have that crazy driven person leading the project that cares about all the tiniest little things.
Yeah.
It's true, but as is, Fable 1 was still tight.
It was very, very cool. And then pretty much after this, well, there's one more, but for the most part, most of these games are pretty cool. Like they're new IPs. Well, Fable is not new. Avowed is a new IP, but we have this one. We still don't know what it is. It's Everwild from Rare, right? So Rare is still supporting Sea of Thieves. I think they're going to be forever supporting it because apparently it does okay on Twitch.
Got super popular like a year ago.
Yeah.
People love those games with emergent gameplay, so they don't like playing them, but they like watching them.
Has a rhythm.
I haven't.
It looks really nice.
It's very pretty.
That's all I have to say about this game.
But
Yeah, agreed.
It
Could be fun, but
we don't know what the gameplay is with it. Like they haven't like said it's like an adventure game, but for all we know, it's like this relationship between the animals and the people, and that's a big part of it.
I do like good animal companions.
Yeah.
But
But man, is this gorgeous?
Last Guardian.
No, not no. I watched somebody play Last Guardian. I'm not gonna play it. It doesn't look that fun.
It's not, but your little buddy's tight.
Yeah. Your dog, bird, whatever it is.
Yes. Just imagine if you had a dog,
and it was also
and it was
a bird.
like 50 dogs at once and can fly.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be tight. I would not work if I had that. I would just go around and mess with people.
But if this game was just like a like Animal Crossing Harvest Moon type game,
they should just make Viva Pinata.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Viva Pinata with just fantasy creatures. I'd be in.
Extremely dope. Yeah, that would be it. I would be so down with that.
Yeah. Looks good. We don't know what it's
what it is.
We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's rare, so I hope they do good. I mean, they have an original track record of doing great games, but they haven't more recently have that great of a track record of great games.
Nope.
They try interesting. Well, I guess I can't remember anything recent other than Sea of Thieves. So
Yeah.
they tried an interesting thing. Didn't do great at it, but they supported it. So I think if it's not good at launch, it'll eventually be good.
Yeah.
I'm happy they didn't announce Perfect Dark and them doing Perfect Dark, because that's not an IP I actually wanted. Like, a new IP is always nice. Like, the more new IPs is better. Even if some of them fail, like, they can't be all winners kind of thing.
Agreed. I would be interested in another Perfect Dark, maybe, but I couldn't really see myself choosing it as like a shooter over other stuff. I would just play that purely for the story. So I guess I'm not actually that interested.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. All right, let's move along.
Next thing.
State of Decay 3. Not much else. This is just more of an announcement trailer.
Yeah.
I had no
need to watch
idea.
the trailer.
I had no idea. I'm just playing it in the background.
No.
Yeah.
I had no idea what this was until towards the end, obviously, with the zombie deer.
Yeah, I was excited for it until it showed State of Decay 3, and I was like, oh, this is probably just going to be another fun game to play on your own.
Well, this is
All I'm
Undead
saying
Labs'
is maybe
first attempt at a AAA title. The other ones weren't AAA titles, right? This is actual Microsoft budget.
Yeah, we'll see.
They didn't even need to be. They just needed to fix the problems that they've known about since the first game.
Yeah.
Just make it worlds that everyone can share, not one person hosting, so you feel like you're just piggybacking on with your friend's world.
Yeah, well, it could be
That's
just the
all they
back-end
need to be fun.
issues, right? The back-end issues of how they built that game, too.
Yeah.
And that's why they couldn't
I
do
mean-
it. That's why they did it the way they did it, because they didn't build it with that in their mind or whatever. Or whatever their budget allowed, right?
Yes, I fully feel you, but the fact that it's been a thing since the beginning, and it seems like every time they release, people be like, oh, maybe they'll fix these issues this time, and they just don't. That's why I'm holding back being excited.
Yeah.
Well, now that
If
they have
fixed that, I am super down.
Yeah, they have Microsoft money now, so it's like, all right, this is your chance. This is your time to go, right? This is it. Like, get at it, because this could be the survival shooter game that I've been wanting. Right. So
because full-on hardcore ones, not super fun to just grind out. Arcadey ones like this,
yeah,
it's just chill. It's a good post-work game.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Here's Mario Odyssey.
No, that's just disrespectful to Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's
This is just Hat in Time 2, but somehow visually I hate it even more.
Yeah,
I thought visually you would have liked this. Personally, that's what I thought. I thought you would have
this
been into
game
this.
0 out of 10. Yeah. I mean, we don't really know what it looks like, but I'm not excited at all.
Like, I was telling Dylan before you got here that I hope that it's not good, so I don't have to trudge through it. Like, because if it's a good 3D platformer, I'll play it. But I just really...
Nope.
It's probably gonna be Square Enix is making it.
Of course they are.
And this is obviously Xbox's answer to the Mario Odyssey, right? That genre of games for this platform.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try again then.
Well, you're not the target audience. They're trying to try.
He is. He loves it.
I know he is, but like,
yeah, like his #1.
Again, this goes back to like the point of this whole showcase is to show people here are the variety of games coming out on Game Pass, right?
Yeah,
you don't have to like everything, but here's you'll like some of this stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I like those kind of games too, but I'm just not interested in playing this at all, just because of the look.
What's wrong with the look? Is it just looks too much like it, like Odyssey?
It looks nothing like Odyssey. If they made an actual real Odyssey clone, and not this whatever this looks like. It does look like Hat in Time.
Parts a little bit too.
Yeah, and like.
Yeah, it looks like a Square Enix game.
Little Dragon Quest. It's like combines all the things of all those games that I didn't like into this.
I expect this game to be semi-popular.
If it's good, it will be. If
Yeah.
it's not, it's hot garbage. It also legitimately looks like a game that would get released on the Wii U.
Yeah.
That would have just fallen under everyone's radar because no one played it. Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Please.
These are like famous last words. When this game comes out and it gets like really good reviews and you guys end up playing it and liking it, I'm going to cut all this, clip this, and then...
Go ahead. I guarantee you I'm not going to play that game.
That's fair. I could see you doing it just out of
Spite?
spite, yeah.
You know I'm good at that too.
Yeah.
But no, definitely
I know,
not.
just out of spite.
Yeah.
Now, this is an adventure game that you might like.
Nope. This is another one. Guaranteed.
Really?
Oh, wait, no. I thought you were playing something else.
No.
Yes, I am actually excited about this one.
Yeah. Gunk, from the creators of SteamWorld.
I love it. I love them.
Yeah,
They're my
I love them
boys.
too.
Yeah, every single... I didn't like that card game as much.
Yeah, but you're generally not a card game guy, so it's like a passable pass,
Incorrect.
right? Well, you like one card game, all right? Settle down.
That's actually my most played game. I'm actually excited about this game too. I
Yes.
sort of forgot about this one.
Yeah,
It's way different than anything else they've done.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Right?
But also sort of has a similar feel.
Same vibe, yeah. You can tell it's
Yeah.
them at the same time. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm into it.
Yeah, this game I'm actually pretty excited about. But we don't really know anything, I guess. Like if it's like a big kind of open world, like hey, you can just kind of go wherever you want, like a Steam World big.
Like a Metroidvania.
Yeah, good point. I'm very down for that,
Yeah.
especially if it's good.
I'll definitely, I mean, it's Game Pass, so I'm definitely going to try
Yeah.
it.
I'm absolutely gonna try this
All
one.
right. I'm definitely going to
I
try
thought
it.
you were gonna play.
I'll play. I know which one you're talking about. That'll be the next one. Oh, actually,
Yes,
I
yeah.
reorganized
Most
it, so
exciting news.
Okay, you.
I'm going off the list of the our document.
Okay.
Yep. So the Gunk looks great. I think we're all in. Big fans coming out for One, Series X, and PC in 2021. I think we're starting to see a lot of and Windows PC with these new games coming out to make sure they're really
Good.
pushing that.
It's great stuff.
Right.
Play your games anywhere.
Again, that Game Pass, selling the Game Pass, not really the hardware kind of concept. This game,
Very exciting.
I'm so excited for this game.
No.
You're going to play
Have you
it.
ever wanted to cry while battling someone in Tetris? Because this game is perfect for you.
All right, well,
I
let's get
played
that.
a lot of Tetris.
99?
No, not that. Tetris on the DS
Oh.
against my friends, like in high school,
Well, this is
Yeah.
and
Tetris
that was more
Effect
Tetris than I ever wanted to play.
connected. This is an
So
updated
you're going to
version.
play some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the concept of this is cool, like especially if it's not competitive.
So yeah,
guess.
so there's going to be a co-op mode added just for this version of it. So we can play it online or cooperatively.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to play with just two of you. I'm not a big Tetris fan. I've heard good things about this specific version of Tetris, but
You're going to play
I'm
once
not-
with us, at least
Yeah,
once.
I think it's worth just hanging out for just for the
You're just
music.
going to do it
Like-
once, yeah.
I could just listen to
Like
the
music, look at the game, it's much better than it should ever be.
I'm very excited. This was
Eh.
surprise excite for me, actually.
I was surprised. I thought this was gonna stay a Sony thing.
Yeah.
Forever, because that's what it was only exclusive, right? I mean, like I guess the first one.
I'm imagining Microsoft saw how popular the first one was, how it won Game of the Year at multiple sites. And they're like, oh, we should get in on that,
Yeah. And then they made
but do community thing.
a special co-op mode for Microsoft.
It's an interesting idea, but
Yeah.
no.
It's again that
Yeah,
variety, Game Pass variety, right? Let's add games
Yeah.
that people are going to want to try out for different groups of demographics. Very cool.
Yes.
Um,
The only part that I'm bummed about it being on Xbox for is no VR for it.
That's fine.
You don't know that yet.
That's
No, Microsoft's
you.
been pretty hard on the VR.
No VR?
thing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're going for
it's not a
mass
bad idea
adoption.
because console VR is not great. So
This one,
Okay, this is the most surprising thing to me on the entire list.
Really?
I was surprised about this.
I am very excited.
We used to play this on our computer as kids.
Yeah, this has a cult following on PC.
Yeah.
I remember being so bad at this game and like never really getting past the first area.
I saw
But
this.
I had a lot of fun,
easy, especially as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
I'm super
definitely play
curious how they're gonna manage to like transfer this to a controller.
It's gonna be simplified. It has to.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be something like I forgot the name of those games. Metro?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just kind of something along those lines.
It'll be like a Metro Exodus.
But better because oh my god, the AI in that game I still love honestly. It's easy to have good AI when things are simple, but it was great.
Yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. I hope there's some co-op since it's gonna be an open world game.
That'd be cool. Yeah, especially since it's kind of a. Do you call it a horror game?
I would say so.
It scared me as a kid.
Survival horror, first person shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably play more of this if I was able to play with somebody else. Like if it's solo, I definitely won't beat it because I'm just not good at horror games. Not good at forcing myself to make the next move. But it's interesting. It's very surprising.
This is a good surprise. Multiple endings. So, and again, coming to Game Pass. Fucking crazy.
Love it.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Realistically, that's what I'm most excited for on the entire list. Just because I didn't know that it would exist.
Yeah. Was it 2010 was the last one? Or when was it? 2007 was the last one? Something like that?
Yeah, it may have been like 2008 or something.
Yeah, I think it was before that, yeah. It was
It's been a long
ago.
time.
Yeah.
And then this is pretty much like the main bulk of games that I really wanted us to jump on. It had a bunch of other games that are cool to have on the platform, but most of these we'll never play. Most of the other games.
Hey, I'll do my shout-outs of
Psychonauts
this
2
list.
yet.
Yeah. Psychonauts 2, Jack Black appearance, that's important. I don't think I'll actually play the game. I didn't really enjoy the first one all that much.
I think it's great for the people that want that type of game. Right?
Yeah. And out of that, that's kind of all of the rest of the stuff on here. I guess I'm semi-interested in Warhammer.
I think, yeah, I'm definitely semi-interested since it's a 4-player co-op.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
basically.
it's like Vermintide, but
Yeah.
in the space part of the universe, right? The space marine part of the universe. So I'm interested in that, right?
I'm interested in Forza purely just for visuals. That's about it.
Yeah. This other stuff, Medium, looks really cool, but it's a horror game, so I'll never play it.
At all. Yeah. It looks like, what was that game? Breakout or whatever.
Like the game with
Quantum
the
Break
paddle that went back and forth.
No. You're like in jail, and you're like breaking out of jail, and it's like 2 people playing.
Oh, ooh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do not know the name of it. I think it's a download on my or PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's actually like that, but it just gives me so much of that vibe that I'm not interested in this like at all.
Yeah, it's just horror, so I'm just probably not going to play
that's
it. Right?
another reason. Yeah.
Even though I like the concepts of switching between realities and the different realities, it's like a multiverse kind of thing.
You think it's Fringe?
Yeah, it's just I love Fringe. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I love Fringe.
We're all in the Fringe family here.
So I think just from like a game concept, I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to
all
have.
of us are kind of the same boat.
Yeah.
We just don't have fun with these.
It's just not for us. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that's going to really enjoy it. And that's how I feel about a bunch of the games that they showed. Like, I think they're definitely for more fringe groups of people.
No, like they're for people, like people enjoy horror games. We are
just not them.
Just more
We're just little babies.
Regular. Yeah.
Little babies. There's some other games. Crossfire X actually looked like a lot of fun single-player campaign.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Game Pass, so I probably will try it.
The video they showed looked interesting, but I'm pretty certain I'm just not going to play that.
Yeah, I'd probably try it.
It looked like a knockoff Metal Gear to me.
Which,
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, Metal Gear, I love the gameplay of. Hideo Kojima is just too much for me and need every other account of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a huge Metal Gear fan, but I guess I haven't played a ton of it except for the most recent ones.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I think 5 is probably still the best like open-ended, open-world stealth game. I can't think of anything that would beat it.
I wish I got into it. I just couldn't
get
into 5.
Love me some stealth games.
I did like 2 hours of it, and I was like, okay, I get what you're trying to do. I think I'm good.
I'm not going to say go back and try it again, but I kind of have the same thing, and I just forced myself to dredge on a little more and just unlock more things.
Yeah.
And once you have all the options you want, it's fantastic.
Opens flexibility.
And then the game just ends, and it doesn't feel like it really finishes.
That's a bummer. That's a terrible ending then.
Yeah,
but again, more
I don't really care about the story, so.
Yeah. The last thing I want to point out from the event was the Destiny 2 news. I think as a business, I think that's a very important one as a whole, despite our personal feelings for getting ripped off on Destiny.
It's cool to see them hugging again, doing a little
kiss on the cheeks. So essentially, all current expansions and the next expansion are going to be on Game Pass free to play.
I said before this that I probably won't do this, but once it actually comes out, there's a good chance I'll.
Because it's free,
we know.
Just to play the campaign, just to go through the campaign, might be worth it for me. And try out these new abilities.
I like a lot of stuff about Destiny. It fucking sucks, the pricing model of it, and never feeling like you're getting a real full game.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with that.
Although, this time we might have a more full fire team, I guess.
Yeah. And also,
more easily do stuff.
We're getting access to the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I already
the
have
fact that I can do it all and not have to rebuy some of the DLCs, this will be like a wind down game for me.
They're still going to do a seasonal system.
Very stealthy.
They're still doing a seasonal system, so there are going to be some season stuff that you still have to buy into. I don't know what that means when it comes to gameplay.
Not doing it. Yeah.
Right?
Although the last time we tried to play,
yes,
that was a hard stop.
That's my point. There was that thing that actually was attached to the season and not the expansion. So it's really going to be dependent on Bungie, how they decide to tread this.
And
I feel like Microsoft may just force them into a certain way with this one.
Yeah. It is cool to see this kind of exclusivity, having free content essentially on the Microsoft platform after years and years and years of Bungie having the Sony.
Shitting on Microsoft.
Yeah.
Do you remember I don't remember which one it was. Probably Destiny 1, where they had the exclusives for the year and then the entire life cycle, and then it was hey, we're finally releasing them, but Destiny 2 comes out in a month.
Yeah, exactly. And then Destiny 2 wasn't much better. It was a year.
Yeah.
Right. So, I think as a business, I think this is a really cool thing to see a third-party partner with Microsoft on this. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we see more of that type of relationships.
Maybe maybe 343 and Bungie will just get together.
So, have a crossover?
And join,
We'll see.
Can you imagine they, in Destiny, you have a Master Chief armor you can unlock?
That would be awesome.
So that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think of anything else that was notable. Like I said, this is a Game Pass showcase. This is not a Series X showcase at all.
Agreed. Aren't they still gonna have?
There's more stuff coming down the line. Yeah, next month there's supposed to be more of a services showcase. which I'm sure they're going to talk about. It's August, so they're probably going to talk about the September xCloud release, right?
Yeah.
I guess Jeff Keighley tried to ask Aaron Greenberg, who handles like the games portfolio department at Xbox, if Live is going to become free, and he's just kind of like, well, I only handle games. I don't really do anything in the live services. So,
believe it when I see it. I don't believe that rumor at all. Why would you give
I'm
away
both
free
excited
money?
about the possibility, but also kind of angry still because Microsoft is the one that caused Sony and Nintendo to do that. So
Maybe they caused
Sony
them to not do it.
now
Sony,
at that time, Sony needed it.
yeah,
At that,
I
they
mean, I
needed
know,
the money
but,
for their servers because they didn't have good servers compared to Xbox Live.
Oh, I am
Right.
fully on board for it, but also, like, if you played on PlayStation 3 and it's just like, yeah, you can pay the same amount as Microsoft, but you just get free stuff. That's all it is.
So, yeah, like I said, it's a B plus for me. There's some cool games that I didn't expect. Some extra hype and other things.
I'm more along B minus.
Yeah.
B.
It's solid.
But I think
it wasn't bad.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah.
Not displeased with it.
Would we have liked 1 hour of Halo? 100% more.
Yeah. Honestly, cut everything out. Give us,
A Halo showcase.
just Halo, multiplayer, Forge.
15 minutes of campaign, 15 minutes of multiplayer, 15 minutes of Forge theater, right?
Yeah.
Like they could have done like these segments.
That would have been much better. And just say like, oh, by the way, we have all these trailers that we just released online. Watch
And who knows, they're not going to do that in the future. Who knows? I think what they're going to do is they're going to take the approach they did with Gears 5. Gears 5, right, what they did was like 1 month they talked about campaign, the next month they talked about Horde, the next month they talked about Escape. I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Kinda draw it all out.
They're not going to not show anything.
Yeah. I'm just still waiting for that special edition Xbox.
I'm not going to buy it.
Make your own.
I'll
Put
probably
a nice
buy it.
little window on there. Throw some LEDs on that guy.
Definitely not.
Oof. So cool, dude.
Definitely not. All right, boys.
Just real quick thing, because I don't think it was on last week's one. Just the Nintendo Direct.
The disappointing Nintendo Direct?
No, I mean,
Oh, the Atlas
I was going
stuff.
in with expectations that it was just an indie one, so I knew it wasn't going to be anything. But
What was on it? I can't even remember now.
Cadence
Shin
of
Megami.
Hyrule DLC is the only thing I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei 5, they showed a trailer, and 3 is getting a remake. Both.
It's not bad if you're into it.
Yeah.
I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
I only tried the 3DS one a long time ago, and I sort of enjoyed it, but I didn't really get the universe all that much. So I was just like, eh.
Yeah.
They need to come out.
They're good JRPGs, but they're JRPGs.
Yeah.
I think one thing that like I noticed, like I don't think there's ever a console war anymore. Like everyone's doing their own thing. Nintendo's doing their own thing with their own console. Xbox is doing their own thing, and Sony's taking their own way.
Yeah,
For the
I
most
sort
part.
of agree with that, but it's still there's still Xbox, PlayStation tension, I guess, because PlayStation just I'm not gonna say
If you
knocks
look
it
at
out of the
marketing
park.
departments,
Yeah, but PlayStation is generally better in my opinion. Nintendo is definitely off doing their own thing, which is good. But then there's like the stupid console PC battles, which
Yeah, well, I think that's what
just make good games. Yeah.
I think Xbox is trying to do is trying to fuse the PC and the console together, and that's why we're seeing a lot of these titles that are coming out later being on both platforms, right? Because they're like, you know what, the games we're gonna make, this is a platform that we can like work really gel with, so let's just put our games on console and PC, and then we don't have to fight that war essentially, right? That's like that's a market that we can tap into, two different types of markets, a console and a PC market, and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
And that's how they
I think that's
expand.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
a big part of that too is just the fact that compared to previous consoles, modern ones are basically just specialized PCs.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's not like the PS3 with its fucking ridiculous CPU
Infrastructure,
GPU
yeah.
combo.
I totally blanked on what I was gonna say. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think that's the angle they're taking. Like they're like, we're not really trying to compete against Sony. We're just kind of like, instead of sharing a lane, they're like, we'll just go on this lane,
Which
is smart.
Smart over the past few years.
Yeah, like this is going to be our lane. Like, yeah, we have our own proprietary hardware. That's cool. If you want to be a PC player, you can just do it on your own hardware if you want. We have games for both. We have a subscription plan that caters to both.
You love it.
That's it.
It's much more consumer friendly than they were in the past.
Stupid.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Super consumer friendly. Yeah. All right, boys. Let's end it.
Yes, I have nothing else.
That's it for me.
That is all. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Annyeong.
Bye.